twice, thrice. Hmm? Hmm. Yun. Oh, the answer.
Be the hero party without the hero. I see that he has the heroes. And lastly, Frieren the Slayer. Slayer? Is that theme music? Two main options to humanity's analysis of Zoltrak. Sent more demons. People are wondering if I can hold this show because English is not my first language. I don't know if they know, but
Warwick.
what's going on over there? Wait. I have a beacon. Nether gold ore. Just go ahead and break it with a wood pickaxe, please. Yeah. I can do that. Are you ready? What do you have? We love to welcome to the Overwatch Spotlight. Instead of just 3, we're releasing
Overwatch Spotlight, ginawa nila sa league.
Can I tell you something crazy happened in my show? I was in Jakarta, Indonesia, and I was supposed to do a show at this place called the American Club. The morning of, they say, hey, just so you know, the American Club, they canceled the show over security concerns. We're moving into a different club. Yeah, I say to the promoter, should I be scared? Say other than...
My sailing days are done. It's an angler's life for me now. Oh yeah.
Bigyan mo lang ako firecracker set.
The security concerns I knew I was going to talk about. Epstein, big laugh. I said something about being, a security threat or whatever. And then I turn around, facing the wall, as I do when I take time to think about the club. And I hear a big laugh.
Ano naman ang iko? Sinulok. Ibi naka-live ka, wala nanonood. Naka-vlog ka pa. Ikaw?
Nasa Discord kayo?
Naka-live ka. Wala nanonood. Baka naglalag ka. Ay, joke lang. Sneaky. Ah! Pala niya, buhay pa. Patay na ako. Eat that. Ang sakta mo to niya. Healing time. Daya.
Oh,
Dami naman na itong
may shrink ray yun. Sa Discord pala kayo eh.
ibang di pala tayo di pala tayo kita ni Paolo dito.
Saan yan?
DC nila ayan.
Andyan din ba si Maru?
Oo, tropa na nila, ang tropa ni Ayan yan eh. Ang babalas ng dalawa eh. Uy. Ah. Ha?
Ano meron? Ano meron si Jinx?
Ano lang, sabay ka nagsasalita. Ano?
Invite mo na lang.
Lol. Hindi ako admin. Lipat
Pwede
ba
ka
tayo
mag-invite
dito?
kahit hindi ka admin. Tayo lang ba?
Lipat. Yung tropa din. Ay, kaklase niya dati.
Invite mo na
Oh
rin.
my god. Okay.
Putang inang AS ang puta.
Hindi ko alam, nilasan lang eh.
Gago si Kitty Duterte. Ay, may tapos sila dito. Patayin mo,
Not
no?
anymore.
Parang tanga eh, no?
Ang hina nga eh. Lipat na tayo to.
Oh, she almost died.
Lipat daw. Oh.
That's good.
Typhoon.
Pasok ako.
Might be cursed.
Oh. Bigyan mo ako vulnerability. Which the Inanong umuto ko? Quadra kill pala yun. Naka-AS ko. Padaran mo, Nibia. Uh, kunot kasi na ito, naka-hard hit na to. Tari. Uh, ah, full armor tong ano. AD pala lahat. Hindi sila pala eh. Apex Inventor Fees. Para saan? Anong item yan na? What the hell? Huh? What? Anong pumatay sa akin? Tigas mo naman. Hindi. What the hell? Galang yan. Ang hina niya. Ano niya? Growth spurt type 1. Ah. Kaaway yata nila to eh.
I can't even taste the air up here.
Kakauwi nga lang yan. Galing dito. Aray! Aray! Oh, gagi na wala. Baka ako... Oh, that there. Na nadami pa tayo sa ano nila eh. Talo kay Kifi Duterte. Kitty. Ah. Ano to? Gwen? Gwendolyn? Hindi si ba yan? Zerat. Crit Zerat. Gusto ko makuha yung huling ping eh. Kaya ako ginagrind. Ay, yung huling ping. Huling augment. Ouch. Sa aram. Oh, sa lahat. Ang daya eh. Poke lang yan ang poke. Kaya rin gumising eh. Digit Soccer. O, tignan yung Timo main. Yung Zhao main, yun lang ang nakita nun ah. Zoom in. Sasabihin siya na maging unique ka naman. Trash. 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 Anong klaseng augments to? Digit soccer. McDonald's Sprite. Okay, isan. Alas ko na yun eh. Oh. Nice na cap. Ang kapal ng shield mo. Ace. Ang damage. Low na lahat. Nakuha ko dun. 580. AP. Apat. Kulang ka pa. Di ka sapat. Kalahati ka lang. Di mo bet. Kasi may cancer siya. Tingnan naka-prismatic to. Snip snip. Dive nyo. I'm dead. Yung mo ng Vampirisi. Adik eh. Tinuruan magbalo. Hindi na uminto. Siya din eh. New generation. Hoy, bata pa. Agoy, agoy. Ito lang damage. Finally, may nakita din ako. Ba't ka nag-react? Infinite recursion. BDT haste. No cooldown dashes. Ang ano naman, nakosta ko sa Trex ako, wala naman akong stock. Kaya nga, wala naman ang sa stock sa Gwen. Yun lang talaga gusto kong augment. Ay, kaatiin mo sa kang demonyo. Wow! No, no, no. Oh, snippy. Ay, di ako nakita. Goal. Nagkalag ka. That's muted. Tignan natin naman matino. Okay, ano to. Bakit ka nag-walk pa harap? Yes. Ayun.
But I'm still here. I'm still alive.
I have so many theories. You'll make the festival more exciting with that.
This place certainly brings out the fight in everyone. Best enemy.
Gagawa ko dyan. Titigas. So hard. Rock solid. Aray ko. Rock solid. Kyle's blessing. Guglet. Infernal conduit pa tong team. Putik na yan. Ano ko na? Na nawala. Nataka ko eh. Watch this. Ooh. Yawa tama. Sok ng sunog. Right to the point. Kunot ni Moonshine, no? City mo pala. Lakas ng heal ng Shinzao. Naka-Devil's ano, shoulder. Kaya mag-anti-heal, ha? Hindi sila. Ang kaugilis. Saka man tutuli. Sino na-flash?
The memories I stitch here will be my own.
Hindi ko tuloy ma-utilize yung infinite recursion ko. Wala akong mapatay.
Footprint means something.
Takedown assist naman yun, di ba? Ayun na. Kita na. Ay. Oh. Switcher. Si Alistar yata yun. Bukunak mo naman. Oh my god. What? Hello.
This is better than a dream. Don't ever forget it.
Flash.
Said life would be easy.
Why am I so freaking slow? Ba't may Shadow Box? Huh? Do they know? Pong, 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 pong. Donation. Ba't ka nandito? Kita ba yan?
But how it feels matters more.
Hindi ko pa inintay yung build.
Safe.
Gusto ko lang mag-build. Grabe lang ang Shinzo. Ang ganda ng augment ng Shinzo, tapos 6'9 siya. Twin Fire, Magic Missile. Ability haste.
I can't give up. If not now, not ever.
My shop is always open.
Shadow Runner lang ako. What? Twenty, 18 seconds lang yan ako. Nom 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 nom.
Still can't believe I get to move my hands and feet all on my own.
Slow and steady. What a freaking sound. There's the... Ano na yung Jarvan? Kala ko Night Stalking. Tagal naman. Oh. Ba't ako yung nakatake? Nag-ulti yung Kayn. Nag-ulti si Kayn. Name drop. Search ko na sa FB. Slow and steady. Transmuted. Isang auto niya lang up HP na sila. Eh, wala ako sa party. Ilan na lang? Anong level ko na? Level 15 pa lang. Makuha ko na yung Igatius Fall. Di pa pala ako makain ngayong araw. Nakalimutan ko. Melmedada. Eh, wala. Wala eh. Give me Caitlyn, please. Give me Caitlyn, please. Caitlyn, please. Magaya kayo kala Kaide. Nasabi. Because... Turkey humor. Ang sabi niya, nakatawa. Wag, wag ka magiging ano yung pilot. Di pa siya matanggap. Hirap matanggap. Madaling mag-apply. Mahirap matanggap. Matrash talk kayo. Flank, flank.
Anything strange about these new spirit blossoms? I smell a mystery.
Get excited. Tama na.
Sometimes I swear that bird is
Eternity Queen. Surprise! Stick.
Demacia is counting on us.
Shrink engine. Quantum computing pa nga. Sakit niyan eh. It's bedtime. Oh! Ang laki ng bilog. Hit na yan.
Stay on the target.
How did that? What the?
Find me a path. We're in this together. Stick to the plan, Val.
What is this sorcery? Totoo lang mapatay. Ano yun? Pinball? Ano yun?
Betrayal.
Wala mapatay. Ako? 0-3 nga ako.
Nazis are no easy prey.
Yes. Kayos naman tong Habibi na. Inilagan ko, akala ko Caitlyn nila. Yung pinball, oh. And then, take Darius to.
Hello, dear. We got this covered.
If things get too scary, my shop is always open.
Finally, kill someone. What?
Behind enemy lines.
Come back if you need more.
Bilis, bilis, bilis. Tigas pa. Ano pa siya nun? Of course not. You know? Oo, ta. Finally.
You get the next one, Val.
Siya nag-flash. Takot na matay. Yan yung pinball. Air so dead. Oh my god. Sino sumalo nun? Pareho lang ba yung armor pen tsaka lethality? Pero sila ng icon.
With that. Buy me some time.
Stay safe out there.
What? the hell? Patay. Bobo na Caitlyn. Anong wall yan? Tapos di naman sila nag-push. So, Eko, bobo mo. Ang ghost to.
In this together.
Aray! Sino mo lalapitan niya tong kakaiba naman yung kabubuhat mo. Special.
Stick to the plan, Val.
Lovely as always.
Idali mo sa amin. Bakit ang bagal ko? Ano yung slow sa kanya? Ay, patay na si Nila. Siya. Niya naman. Chili oil.
Demacians are no easy.
Wala talaga. Magic missile. Hindi ba yun? Tinipa. Magic missile Caitlyn. Wala ko siya firecrackers eh. Puwing ako.
Got this covered.
Lagi mali. Kung di ba pwede cancel ulti ko? Biggest snowball ever. Si Hypnos.
Strike from the sky.
Welcome back.
Wala. Na magic missile ka, ano? Ni. Uy, hello. Kung nakuha yun. Sir. Iba pala. Adya. Gusto niya mag-ability. Hindi ako yan. Kakabuhay lang nito. May nag-respawn. Boom. Hiya. Joke lang. Wag ako. Layo-layo ka muna. I'm dead. Classic snowball yun. Lahat ng snowball niya. Ano? Lahat ng tawag siya snowball. Miss, outplayed. Wala snowball ko. Bowing ako, sakit. JJ. Dami. Nagtanong ka tapos ayaw mo ng sagot. Kita nga. Sa dake. Ayoko to. Papangit. Epstein Island. Epstein Island. mo ko ng infinite recursion. Oh, Foxfire.
This is probably one of the most visually satisfying things in League of Legends you'll ever see, and if you don't know the combo yet, just wait and see because it was sick. Enjoy. Okay. Things in League of Legends you'll ever see, and if you don't know the combo yet, just wait and see because it was sick. Enjoy. Okay, anyways, I got Infernal Conjure. I'm doing this shit.
Turn, Wooglet o Yorika?
Do be careful with that.
Ball ko.
I've been waiting to talk about that.
I've wasted an eternity standing still. To aid you on your journey. You're not afraid of me, are you?
Ganun na naman. Ninahok mo. Dahil hindi ko siya ma-charge. Hindi ko nga magawa eh.
I carry the legacy.
Kill it please. You can't. Wala kang na mana. Assist pa ako. Oo. Three duels, Tristan. Oo, nakalan ka ulit siya. Gagi. On the hammer, Jin. Pa-firecracker to.
Seasons change.
Oh.
But I have a moment of time.
Nakamit kasi sa kalaban yan eh. Isa kampi. Ang that alive. Nilagan ko. Ay, gagi. Ano yung prompt ko? Di dalawang ano. Heads up cupcake. True shot prodigy. Yung Goliath ba? Jin Goliath.
Have them chasing their tail. I cover all your spirit blossom festival needs.
Na. Ang bilis niya. Dive bomb set. Ito shit that time. Epstein Island. No. Laki ni Goliath, oh. Dami. Punta ka doon. The hell? Watch this. Clutch. Backstab. So, matapos. Googlets Jana. Tirakan. Pagkatan na naman. Ba't sumabog ako? What the hell? How am I...
Thank you. Now run along, low belly.
Scoping as well. Okay, lapit. ko lang eh. Sineryoso nyo naman eh.
There's beauty in even the smallest things.
Wala tayong anti. Mas malaman ako.
Like this forest.
Tagal mo na stun. Ug. Hindi siya gumagalaw. Di pa niya alam pwede gumalaw. No? Pag nag-ult siya. Bide. Oh my god, I'm still island.
Cloud fruit could erase that memory.
Lovely as always.
Yes, copious weapon. Hindi kami kinig. Bobo ko din. Uy. Nagkikrit yung auto ko. Lapitan mo. Casey Nitrate.
This place reminds me of home.
Hook mo ako. Ay, W mo ako.
About a minute. Forward.
Putik na yun. Kung kailangan wag i-hook. Tsaka niya hinok. Tik na window yan buong lane sa ako. At no freaking mana. Oh. Uy, miscalculation.
Nature here is too quiet.
If things get too scary, my phone is always open.
Uh, wow, 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 wow. Ito ang dami Jujin. Epstein. Epstein. Baka si Epstein talaga yan.
I may have 9 tails, but I have
Mas malayo pa yung iya kayo sa ko. Aray ko.
I carry the legacy of the sun.
Oh. Oh. spin! What? Destino! Destino!
So do I. There's still so much about Alonia I want to learn. Do you have
Think fast. Ganagda. Lagi mali. Dahil. Okay, punto siya. Hasayo! Hasay. Hook! Epstein hook!
I would never let you suffer.
Sino? Naka-scopious weapons kasi siya.
The world is mine to discover.
Bitch. Caleb. What? Sa windfall ng patagilid. Ba't ako yung tinarget? Do they have MR? Hindi daw para siya. Oh, ba't mo ino-ult palayo? Take charm yan. Watch this. Slash all. Mas report. Bobo mo, Epstein. Ban ka. Offensive name. Ayoko na, sakit na ng hita ko. Gusto ko na kumain. Goodbye.
So I'm hoping to have a nice.
The crack runs perpendicular to the grain, which is the issue. Natural drying cracks follow the grain lines, not cut across them. Reorient your router work so it travels parallel to those long fibers, and it'll look far more authentic.
Yep, that was it. These look great.
Kind of digging that. Once I close up those miters, I'll be like, let's go.
Jacob's back. Say what's up, Jacob.
I'm back.
He's back.
Next was simulating marks left by a bandsaw that you would normally see on these beams. Kind of felt weird to completely jack up all this wood after working so hard on it, but hopefully the finished product makes it worth it. If I really wanted to destroy them quickly, I would have just locked them in a room with my kids for an hour.
You gotta do it like this.
Like down one?
Well, these are supposed to look like hand-hewn beams, and apparently to hew is to hit with an axe, so I don't need to get creative with this one. I wanted to make sure the edges didn't all look so sharp and crisp, but looked like they had been bumped and softened over time. This carving disc was perfect for it. I gotta say, they're looking pretty good so far. But let's see how we can really take them to the next level. I haven't seen a lot of these beams close up, but apparently groupings of bug holes are a pretty common thing, so I thought of a pretty quick method to replicate them. Apparently these tiny holes are caused by wood-boring beetles that tunnel through the timber. And then we did this. I don't know why, I don't know that it did anything for us. But the last and most crucial step is closing up these miters. It takes these things from looking like boxes with visible seams to solid beams if you can do it well. On a piece that isn't so weathered like the Sleep Pod, you would generally try to be pretty delicate with these and gently roll over the edges, but since this thing is supposed to be beat up, we just hammered them together and they turned out awesome. This is before and this is after.
We are about to stain this thing with a Varathane wood stain, and I have not used wood stain in a really long time.
These are the type of steps that really bring these things to life. There's something about the fact that these aren't actually real beams that makes this all the more exciting to me. Like I said before, the whole reason I'm doing this video is so that I can have this table, because if it turns out great, I'm putting it in my home. It's all part of a larger series that I'm doing for a few videos this year that I'm pretty dang excited about.
This stain takes at least 24 hours until I can apply a finish to it. The best option is like waiting 3 to 5 days. I don't have 3 to 5 days, so I think 24 hours is gonna have to do.
I'm turning my boring in-house office, which also doubles as a guest room, into an immersive rustic cabin, and I am going to nerd out on it hard. I'm genuinely excited about this, so make sure you click that subscribe button immediately. This campfire coffee table is hopefully going to be the centerpiece, and I've got a few other fun projects planned around it over the next few months. If you're wondering what really revs me up, it's this: creating immersive worlds. I got a taste of that on Team Edge, and it reminded me how much I love it. Growing up, Disneyland was a huge inspiration. My dad was an Imagineer, we went all the time, and that mix of creativity, building, and storytelling really stuck with me. I love when people unapologetically nerd out about something they're fascinated by. Model trains? Go all in. Subnivean tunnel networks of a short-haired field mouse? Be obsessed. God's creation is something to marvel at. Creativity is a gift from him, and worrying about what people think when your interest is Nerd City kills it. So, I'm gonna have fun with this. I love forests, I love cabins, I don't even fully know why, it just brings me a lot of joy, so I'm bringing that into my home. Alright, now we're into the internals of the fire pit. We thought it all through and planned the specifics, so at this point it's just execution. Should be pretty straightforward. If this works the way I think it will, this one could be really hard to beat. Or so I thought.
Okay, that's scary.
What just happened?
That almost just like killed you. Oh my gosh.
What?
Dude, it took off like a Beyblade.
This tube has to be open at the bottom for the lights that are not waterproof to be able to be inside. And if I'm being honest, I'm starting to be a little concerned about this method. I don't love the idea of super hot glass bulbs that are not waterproof sitting so close to water and being misted all the time. Seems like a fire hazard or shock hazard, glass shard hazard. I also don't love the idea of this bin being cut into. I feel like I might have a puddle in my carpet for a month before I realize it when this thing inevitably leaks. Yet we press on. I think the best thing to do in this type of situation is to ignore these problems, and when anybody brings them up, you act like you can't hear them. What? Huh? So in order to hopefully combat all that a bit, I waterproofed the bottom of this bin with some UV cured resin. It left a super glossy finish, so I'll never be able to tell if it's resin or water at the bottom of this thing. Whatever. In case you're not totally aware of how this system will work, let me try to explain it. This tub will be full of water with an ultrasonic mister inside, and inside the metal tube is some very hot glass spotlights. When the mist enters the tube, the heat from the lamps causes it to rise like flames, while at the same time, the bulbs light up the vapor to make it look like fire. Pretty straightforward, right? What could go wrong?
All right, we're gonna test it. I'm actually kind of scared.
Ooh, that looks sick.
That's working really well.
Dude, it's working.
Okay, well the flames looked good, but just weren't enough. Just feels like a little wisp. Nothing you would see on a campfire, and the color of the bulbs is not right. At this point, it's pretty underwhelming. So we tweaked a couple things and tried again.
Gently.
Okay, it's looking a bit lackluster. I think the heat from those bulbs just isn't enough to lift the fog. No matter what we did, we just couldn't get the flame we were looking for.
We have been trying to get this thing to work for a while, and just doesn't seem to be working. It's not giving us the desired effect. So we're considering just completely rebuilding the internals here. So
Not gonna lie, that felt like a defeat. I thought that was gonna work. At least now I know what doesn't. Well, it looks like I have a lot to think about, so we're gonna take a break on that for the weekend. Hopefully something comes to us. In the meantime, we're gonna work on the firewood logs. These things are gonna be pretty wet, so normal wood isn't a great option. So we decided to go with pool noodles. I'm not sure if you know this, but these things actually work really well in water. Got this idea from Van Oak Props. We specifically got orange pool noodles because of the orange glow they'll give off when lit from inside, giving it a bit of a smoldering effect. Hopefully at this point they don't just make this table look hokey and fake. That would be a shame. Only one way to find out. We were actually able to attach clumps to the side and carve branches. After making a couple, we were able to make them look pretty convincing.
I feel like it did something, right?
Dude, it's working really good.
For what? Arts and crafts time with Joey and Jacob.
This was another one of those things where I think I'll love this table so much more just knowing that these logs aren't real. Why is that? Would you feel the same? What I really want from this table is to be able to sit around it with my wife and kids and be mesmerized by the flames and LEDs while we talk around it. Is that too much to ask? At this point, I'm not so sure if this is gonna happen, so maybe.
I cannot begin to express, but I'm gonna try how pleased I am with these pool noodles. But these things look awesome, and the fact that like we were able to sculpt branches into them, it already looks like it's glowing without LEDs on the inside. Wonderful work, Jacob. Wonderful work. All right, it is time to test out the LEDs inside the logs. Let's go. Lights off.
Okay.
Now. Dude.
What the? That's crazy.
Now we need orange, that's red. Look at that. I mean, come on. Isn't that crazy?
That looks wild. It looks like an alien planet or something.
Hey Claude, I used halogen lights and a mister to create a fake fire, and it looks more like a puff of air out of a dying whale's blowhole than a campfire. What could I do instead to create a more realistic water vapor fire?
A multi-disc ultrasonic pond fogger is what you're after rather than a basic mister, sir. Produces far denser vapor. Pop a small fan underneath to push the mist upward with a bit of turbulent movement and angle multiple colored LEDs from below in amber, orange, and red for that realistic flickering depth.
We want to be able to take off this lid without our rocks going everywhere, so we were attempting to create a little invisible barrier to hold the rocks in. There's a slight chance though that we put them too close to the wall and make this thing so it can never lift out at all, or that it looks like too much of a line and doesn't blend in with the rest of the rocks. By the way, don't pay attention to the LED strips that are constantly changing. Those were installed and removed like 3 times because of how often we changed this setup, so they are definitely not staying this time. And it looks like the rock gluing worked wonderfully. That's a win. All right, we've completely revamped our plan. I thought a bigger bin bin would work better so that we had more area inside to build up fog. Only problem is, this table can't be taller than 10 inches because it has to be able to fit under the Murphy bed in the guest room / office when it's open. Going down? No, the footage of Jacob cutting here is not in reverse. At the time we thought that the only way to cut this was to reverse the blade in the jigsaw, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm realizing we could have just started on the other side. Sometimes we do things so backwards here. This new bin fits wonderfully and means we're going to be able to have a ton of water in it, and luckily we won't have to make a hole in the bottom of it, slowly leaking into my carpet, giving me mold poisoning.
3D printing, baby. I love it. This was Jacob's idea to put it underneath.
Instead of the vent being a large open tube, I thought it would be good to give the vapor some direction. Thought that might get those plumes a little bit higher. Rather than using heat to make the flames rise, the main driver of the mist flow will be this little blower. I decided to stop messing around with cutesy little misters and went with one 6 times more powerful than we had before. They don't call me Insane Joe for nothing. You guys can feel free to call me that. Once we got all that set up, that left us no other option but to give it a run. Kinda nervous on this one.
All right, the time is coming for us to do our initial test. All right, here we go.
Claude, it's a bit better, but right now I just have a big fog cloud coming out and the light isn't even hitting it.
Use fewer mister heads, 2 or 3 ought to do it, sir, to reduce the overall vapor volume, then replace the honeycomb with a narrower opening or a few small irregular holes to create tighter, pressurized streams. Mount your spotlights on the sides, angling into the mist column so the light actually catches the vapor as it exits.
I'll give it a shot. I don't have any other options.
All right, we have 8 hours left. This thing is not exactly what we're looking for right now. We're both like stumbling on our words, and it's been a long day. We're gonna call it a day. Come back Monday, and hopefully on Monday we can finish this thing. All right, it is our final day. We have 4 hours left. We're about to get started. We're gonna have to rush a little bit because there's still a lot to do.
Well, it's a new day. The time is not on our side, but we don't have any other choice than to get this thing working. It has to.
Okay, these prints turned out awful, but I am out of time and I have to go with it. What do I do? I only have 4 hours. These were supposed to have the nozzles on them. The nozzles broke off. I think it was my print settings, not sure. Probably my fault, but luckily we had these ones we already made, so we're probably gonna be able to super glue those together. It's super porous. That's not gonna be waterproof. So I'm gonna resin it with a UV resin. Should be quick.
I bought some new landscape LED lights, and my plan with them is to put them in these cups and then set these cups into the lid of the water tank so they can sit right below the nozzles I printed. It's gonna be janky, that's for sure, but it should work. We workshopped a few log placements and are moving forward with our favorite and placing all the cups and nozzles according to that. That's what all those drawings are.
Look at this setup, bro. Oh, good night. Oh no, it cracked it.
Should have used my special acrylic drill bits for that. At this point, I'm looking at this thing and thinking, what a mess. This is gonna look ridiculous. But hopefully with all the rocks and things we're putting over it, we can conceal it all. If this thing turns out like I'm hoping, then my uncle might just choose this table, which we can't have. So either I have to sabotage this one or I have to make the next one amazing. Say no more, amazing it is. If this lid isn't sealed up properly, we're gonna have mist escaping where it shouldn't, and our fan pressure is gonna be blunted. Then came time to turn this lid into Swiss cheese. This lid has been like plastic surgery gone wrong, so we've had to repaint it several times. We used matte black spray paint so the lid would disappear under a couple layers of rocks. After this came wiring, and let me tell you, that presented some challenges until we had a realization.
We have made some changes here. We had too much cords and they didn't fit, so we cut a giant hole in this thing. We're gonna shove them all inside these beams and none will be the wiser. The wires on this thing are absolutely insane. This is only part of it because we haven't even put the LED strips on yet.
Then came time to put everything in place and fill her up and say our prayers because we do not have any time left for changes.
All right, we're gonna do the initial test because we have not tested to see if the lights pointing in this direction with these new nozzles will even work or light up the flame. So, kind of nervous here. Here we go.
Ooh! Let's go!
Okay, this one looks good.
That looks amazing, dude.
That actually looks really good.
Well, Claude, I gotta give it to you. That worked. Thank you.
My pleasure, sir. I'm rather handy for projects like these, diving into unfamiliar waters such as wood weathering, water vapor fires, and the like. I've taken the liberty of placing a link in the description should anyone wish to try me out.
Do it, people.
We have about an hour left, but we're gonna test the logs. All right.
That's yellow. Yeah.
Bro, it looks like it's on fire.
That's so sick.
45 minutes left.
Introducing ClickUp Super Agents, the world's first AI agents that natively collaborate with humans and always have correct context and perfect memory. You lead, your super agents go to work, completing tasks, scheduling work, creating designs, and even running entire workflows. And starting today, every human can create an AI agent. It's a total leapfrog in productivity. Maximize productivity with your first super agent today.
I always think it's so dumb when people finish their builds with seconds to spare and think, really? The work you had to do took exactly the right amount of time? But the truth is, you take your sweet time until you ain't got none. Anyways, we have these LED strips on the base here to set the smolder like embers, and we're using this clear reflective fire glass, which is basically just a shattered mirror on top of it to diffuse the light.
All right, logs going on in our predetermined fashion.
I'm gonna call that a success. We did it.
This is a walnut stump we found on Facebook, and the plan is to embed it with some of the coolest stones I've ever seen. In normal light, they look like any other rock, but under UV, like zits on a 12-year-old. No, that's not good. They light up like hidden cities locked inside the stone. Yeah, you like that? This rock alone cost $180. In fact, I bought a fat newborn's worth in weight of some of the best Uperlite rocks you could find from an Etsy seller called Fresh Coast Gallery, and they set me back around $1,500. These rocks are generally found around the Great Lakes region, and the UV properties weren't discovered until 2017. So hopefully we'll have time to set these all on the table.
Time has come. I'm a little stressed out, but I'm excited. In 3, 2, 1.
I figured one of the most crucial steps to any coffee table is having a finish, but I didn't want it to get all over the stones, so we got to do that first. There's nothing worse than rushing a wood finish, so this could really come back to bite me if it ends up looking bad. Remember, my uncle needs to pick this as his favorite, or I've failed. Because that's the test. Can a table made in an hour be just as good as one made in a week?
Alright, bro. It's all you.
And I think I'm gaming it a bit with this table because I know my uncle too well. First off, he's going to get distracted by the shiny rocks, that's a given. But he's a hunter, and I know that he loves this kind of junk. This is like hunting lodge furniture on steroids, so it might just be a done deal.
Alright, not 50 minutes. Finish!
We actually spent about an hour planning and rehearsing the workflow of this build because we did not want to end up on the other side with half a table. I wanted to make sure we used every ounce of our time and knew who was responsible for what, and that we had a clean workflow so that we could get this thing done and work well together.
Because it's gotta like seal it. That's nice, bro.
We ran out of Rubio, so we used UV resin, and usually with this stuff you need it to sit there for a while and soak in, but we just decided to take our chances and do our best to flood it, and then wipe it off and cure it. Once we cured the top, we flipped it and absolutely drenched the bottom. Since the bottom of this stump was at an angle, we needed a leg to bring it into level. I got a little overambitious in planning and decided to make that leg a giant $220 Uperlite. My plan is for this table to have 3 legs because a 3-legged table cannot physically wobble. I carved out the middle of the high section to create a split so it could work as 2 legs, and then the stone is the third. And the only way we're going to be able to affix that stone on there in time is to use construction adhesive. Since that needs so long to dry, we need to flip this thing over and over. The actual attaching the stone has to be the very last step. This was the part of the build I tried to leave the most time for, carving the recesses for the rocks. I figure if we get all the essentials done first, we can have a finished table at the end. It might just have a little less rocks. We want to try to get as many as we can in there though. To attach them on the sides, we needed something that would cure quickly. Epoxy wouldn't do, so we used a super thick CA glue normally used for gluing coral together. It took us a while to realize, but we found out that in those large voids on the table, we didn't even need to glue them. All they needed was a little persuasion to get in. Suddenly, as Jacob hammered away at this $192 rock, it happened. We gelled. Everything went silent, and for a moment, it felt frictionless. Alright, that's a joke. But there was some great teamwork happening, and the intensity of the build made this one a lot of fun to do with him. Just as things were going so well, it started falling apart. All our hammering was knocking off our rocks, so we had to reattach them in a mad dash.
Yeah, that worked so well. What? That's crazy. I did not think that would go through. Oh no! No, we popped that one up. No! We only have 5 minutes left. 4:52.
It's so heavier. It's so much heavier now.
Oh, we got stones all over it.
Oh my gosh.
We need a lot. It's got to fill gaps. 1 minute and 45 seconds left.
How long does this take to dry?
24 hours.
24 hours?
All right, let go. With 30 seconds to spare, baby.
4, 3, 2, 1. That's it.
Oh, it doesn't have a beeper?
It doesn't have a beeper.
It doesn't beep. Time's up.
Well, folks, that marks the completion of all the builds. This has been a blast, but now it's time to see my uncle give this stump the winning trophy.
It has come. The time to reveal these tables to my uncle. This is our first table.
I like it. I like the horse blanket chic.
It's not. This is not it.
Country, very country horse blanket.
This is not it.
Oh, it's not it? Oh. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. I like this kind of stuff. I love the outdoors. And this is totally outdoorsy, and it's totally rugged. It's totally a man kind of thing. Okay, this is good. Okay.
This is not the full view of the table.
It's not the full view?
No, it's not.
This is part of it or something?
Yes. Here you go.
What is this?
Anti-vomit goggles.
Not yet. All right. You may look.
Oh, wow. It's kind of like gold or something? It's like they're hot rocks.
Yeah,
Wow.
so they're Uperlite stones.
Oh, wow.
They glow in UV light.
I love the mood. Sets the mood. Look at that. That is really cool. Wow.
All right, that's that table.
I really do like this. I'm
good.
really serious.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah, I would love to have this. I'd have to talk to my wife.
Yeah. This is table number 2. In 3,
2, 1. Oh, wow. Oh, and that's for the kiddos to sleep down there?
It's a sleep pod to cozy up in.
A big person?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You gotta cozy up.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Even 6'5" Joe, you can fit in it. Wow, this is pretty cool.
All right.
But why couldn't you just go to your room and go to
No, you're just not seeing the picture.
Oh, okay. What?
I can spend time with my family now.
Oh, you can sleep and they can see you.
They're next to me.
Yeah. I like falling asleep on the couch at home because I don't want to be away from the family. I just kind of want to be there.
You feel like a loser if you get in bed in the middle of the day.
Yeah, see you later, everybody. Goodbye. I don't like you anymore. But here you can just hop in and they can see you. Daddy's in there, but don't wake him up. But you can look at him.
Yeah, you feel like I'm a zoo animal.
That's pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Next table.
Okay.
All right, it has taken us some time to set up this last one. But Bulldog, we are ready. Close your eyes.
Well,
sort of.
I don't trust you. I just don't trust you. Can I open my eyes now? Oh my goodness! Wow!
Well, that's a better reaction.
Oh wow, dude! This is the best.
Okay.
This is the best. This is really cool. Now, what is this? It's fire! This is my favorite.
All right. Well, so there's that.
Okay. Well, this is for sure number 1 by far. I'm really into mood lighting and stuff like that.
Oh.
So that's number 1 for sure.
Very-
Number 2. Number 2.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, here's the catch. We made 3 different tables in 3 different time periods. This one in an hour.
In an hour?
Yes.
Wow.
This one in a day.
In a day?
And this one in a week.
Wow. This is really cool.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's my favorite.
Yeah,
too.
it's also a conversation piece where you have friends over, you know, and you can sit and talk, and it's something. What is this? And they'll talk about the other stuff, but they'll talk about this the most. I think.
Love it.
Well, folks, I was wrong. The stump table didn't win, and that's all right with me. He was definitely right. Looks like I can make plans, but the future isn't mine to decide.
Hey, if you're looking to buy or sell in the California area, call Rob the Realtor. Link in the description. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Peace.
you.